Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm here today. I've got some white fabric here on my table with some protective paper underneath it, and I'm going to do a little play with some of my Bombay India inks. That says bright red, but I don't think it is. Red, that looks orange to me. We're going to call that orange. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to get started and then I'll tell you kind of what I'm trying to do. I've got a little bowl over here to the side. I just dropped some India ink in and put a little water in with it. May take some playing to figure out my method, but I got my craft room cleaned up and reorganized, and kind of an orangey red, but I think it'll do okay. And I ran across Halloween stuff that I had, and I'm not a huge Halloween person anymore. My kids are grown and gone, yada, yada, yada. But a few years ago, I'd made a really cool front door decoration as soon as we've got it out, which should be in the next few days, and got it up on the door with the black light going. And so I had a few things left over, and some Halloween rubber stamps. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and make a quick Halloween journal. Well, I have no Halloween fabric. I have no Halloween papers. I am going to use a digital kit. I have no scrapbook papers. No nothing. So this is going to be a lot of making stuff for this journal. And it's not going to be anything fancy. I just want to, basically I just want to play. I'm going to try put some more orange in there. And let's grab a little dollop of yellow and see if that oranges it up anymore. Anyway, so basically for the next few days, I am just going to be playing. And the reason I'm using my India ink on this fabric is because, again, I just, you know, in cleaning my craft room, ran across a bunch of stuff I don't use much anymore, and why not? Okay. Now, off to my side, I've got a little bucket of water. India ink is very permanent, and I'm not sure that it'll ever come off my fingers, but I'm gonna throw a little green in there now. And I'm not making any particular design on this fabric. I just want some sort of Halloween type colors. So I'm just going to randomly dab some of the green around, not nearly as much of it as the orange. So I hope everybody's doing well today. I like these times where I can just kind of play. I'm making this journal with no particular purpose in mind, and I spent several days redoing my craft room, getting it all cleaned up, which means I wasn't crafting, so just a good time to get back in and play. And this may be a hot mess, and in which case you may never see this video. Okay. Let's move on to some purple, and I am going to add some black, but it will be last because I'll need to be very careful with the black so that it doesn't overtake the entire thing. I haven't even decided yet what size journal I'm going to make. It's just going to be a small journal. But I just got some fabric and because whatever I don't use for the cover, I may want. You gotta be really careful with these darker colors. I may want some for the inside of the journal. I think that's all the purple I'm going to add. Although I really kind of like the way that looks, I may end up, I'm going to wipe off this one, the bottom of that. I started stacking the bowls, which was probably a mistake because I may want to go back to some of the colors. Okay. actually a little hesitant to use the black, but I think what I will do is, I've got a little bitty sponge. That I can just basically fill in some of the white spaces. That way I get a little bit of black in there with it, but don't allow it to overtake the entire fabric. So this is going to be a very abstract fabric for my cover, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, this journal is just me playing around with some stuff I haven't used in a while, and go around the edges a little bit. And just playing. Yeah, it was funny because don't have much Halloween stuff. Even the scrapbook paper that I had, not last year, year before, we had gotten some actually we had gotten some Michael's grab bags, and that would have had to have been was it, maybe it was 2 years ago anyway. And I had just, they were full of leftover Halloween type things and lots of kids' little play toys and stuff in them. And I'd just set them aside. So then last year I pulled them out and I made some paper bag treat bags that had some of these goodies in it, along with, of course, some candy. But so any Halloween scrapbook paper I had used up then. So when I decided I wanted to make a Halloween journal, I'm literally starting from scratch. Okay. So I'm going to leave that. It's really, I mean, it looks kind of tie-dye-ish. And of course the cover will have something on it, but that's all I'm going to do to that for now. It's going to have to set aside and dry. India ink is very permanent. My nails are now colored. And but at least I've got a start to some fabric, and I think that will work. And that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm going to set it aside, let it dry, and that's it for now. I will, you know what? Nope, that's it for now, I think. So until I see you again, please be safe, stay healthy, And happy crafting, everyone. Bye bye.